The Congress, in fact, dragging Narendra Modi again to the Election Commission. This time the party has brought, remember, his Chhattisgarh speech to the notice of the apex poll body. The Congress, in fact, complaining to the EC, alleging that Narendra Modi made personal attacks against Sonia and Rahul Gandhi and the Prime Minister. Now, remember, Narendra Modi had, in fact, said that Sonia Gandhi is an ill leader and had questioned whether Rahul Gandhi was receiving money from his uncle. We have Karthikeya Sharma, political editor, still with us. Karthikeya, so earlier we had spoken about the Snoopgate scandal and the Congress's strategy to target Modi over a host of issues, and now we see another example. Earlier they had, in fact, dragged Modi to the EC over the Khuni Panja remark, and now once again sort of stepping up the attack, taking Narendra Modi to the Election Commission again over his comments made at the Chhattisgarh rally.
See, the point, Sanjana, I was trying to make was that there were certain issues in 1989. In 1989-90, there were sort of charges which were traded between Rajiv Gandhi and then the challenger VP Singh. If we juxtapose them in today's context or today's electoral scenario, then I think there would have been 100 charges against late Prime Minister and probably 150 charges against another late Prime Minister, VP Singh. But then those were different times. You see, what is happening is that the internal dynamics of both Bharatiya Janata Party and Congress is such that there's little breathing space for both Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi. An election, despite the best of efforts of Bharatiya Janata Party and Congress, that it should be between parties and not individuals, have become so. And this is one reason why that a little mistake on part of anyone lands them in the court of Election Commission, because you see, they have embarrassed themselves politically. And the best way to vitiate any political discourse, Sanjana, is to get personal. You get personal, you vitiate the discourse. So this is getting beyond personal. In public discourse, you get personal first, and then you take the other party to the EC. So you'll see in the EC, instead of looking into issues of major violence or systemic imbalances, is completely deluged with complaints like tutu meme complaints, which we can say these are tutu meme complaints because you said that and he said that. It's not about the systemic issues which actually should take EC's time. And this is one reason why this is happening, that both the election people who participate in and those who watch are actually obsessed with the fact that it has become a duel between Rahul and Modi.
Absolutely, but we do understand that Narendra Modi had in fact sought time to reply to the EC. So what is going to be the BJP strategy, considering the Congress is just going hammer and tongs at the party over a host of issues?
Sanjana, you see, in 2010, it has a I would say,
A
it has a little electoral history. Sanjana, and the electoral history is that Rahul Gandhi in 2010 attacked then Nitish Kumar, Chief Minister, when he was fighting for the second tenure, said that the funds which we gave are not being utilized by the Bihar government. Nitish Kumar, in a grand rally, I think in Patna, got back and said, it's not your organization's money, it's not coming from your pocket, it's coming from the pocket of the taxpayers.
Right.
It was actually rebounded in the Congress party. But then again, I think that same line which Narendra Modi wanted to take, perhaps he used the word mama, and I think that is what has landed him in dock, and the matter has gone to the Election Commission. But this is part of the larger lingo where opposition is attacking Congress for saying it's not your money, and Congress has been attacking the opposition saying that we give money through our 11 flagship programs, but you don't use them because it's all being misused, and middlemen is taking away the benefit of these pro-poor schemes. I think that's the subtext.
Right, Karthikeya, also if we can actually just sort of, for our viewers, just give us a background of how this is in fact becoming. Meanwhile, we have another update coming in where the Congress in fact has complained to the Election Commission for the BJP putting black bands on posters over Congress ministers. Now this is clearly becoming a mudslinging match, where the BJP posters had in fact depicted Kapil Sibal and 6 other ministers with black bands over their faces.
You see, this is bound to happen. 25th is the day when Madhya Pradesh goes to poll. Barely 7 days, 6 days when Madhya Pradesh goes to poll. And this is not a semi-final, Sanjana. I think the larger picture here is that what explains this desperation on part of both Bharatiya Janata Party and Congress. If we take away the names Congress and Bharatiya Janata Party, why this acrimony? Why this bitterness in elections which has to do with states? And the reason why this bitterness is that in case Congress does really bad, very bad, in fact, Congress, if this is a hypothesis that Congress, out of the 4 mainstream states like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Delhi and Rajasthan, if they lose 3 states, it's going to establish credibility and credentials of Narendra Modi as a North Indian leader. Narendra Modi has always been a face of Gujarat, but he has not been able to exercise dominance within Bharatiya Janata Party or as a leader of North Indian states where BJP gets its major power from. So I think that's what Congress understands. So in case they want to stop the juggernaut of the Bharatiya Janata Party's Prime Ministerial candidate, this is the place, because after this it'll be very difficult for them, because then he will have the legitimacy not only in social media and Twitter, for which he's being blamed, but he'll have legitimacy through elections, which is the best and I think the most sacred legitimacy in our political arena.
Absolutely. Now, we also understand that the Election Commission, remember, had rejected Rahul Gandhi's explanation for his IM thing. So, considering this is now becoming a full-blown fight with the Congress and the BJP, and the EC sort of being, it's via the EC that this fight is actually escalating. The EC, in fact, had said that Rahul Gandhi's comments are not satisfactory. So, in the sense of that, Karthikeya, do you see politically this becoming a moot point that the BJP will use to counter the attack that the Congress is launching against the BJP?
You know, Sanjana, I'll answer your questions. You know, it has two dimensions. One, EC, unless and until it moves beyond stricter, or it penalizes a politician, or the message is so stern that it embarrasses him, it's redundant. So I would say Rahul Gandhi's stories vis-a-vis EC has no life, but it has a life. When Jairam Ramesh goes and meet press, especially the Urdu press, and he acknowledges the fact that the things which Rahul Gandhi said was not in the proper context, and if you feel that he needs to apologize, then he should apologize. Then I would say that the story, the life of the story is in the political arena and not in the legal arena, because sometimes statements backfire. In 2012, Jaiswal, now coal minister in the Union cabinet, said if Congress doesn't come to power in Uttar Pradesh, then there will be a hung assembly, probably there will be a president's rule. And this is one reason why a lot of people say that it had a cascading effect and electorate voted overwhelmingly for the Samajwadi Party. So these are little statements which all coalesce together when people come to vote and make a difference, and it allows or impacts the fence hitter, and they ultimately swing the elections, and they swing it very heavily. And I think that is what Jairam wanted to do. So the story is in the political arena, not in legal arena anymore.